Have you ever woken up from a night's sleep or have just been walking down the street and things just don't seem to look like they used to? You just have this feeling that something just isn't right. You could be experiencing something called waking up on the wrong timeline. Today I'm going to be talking about a phenomenon that is happening right now across the human race, and it's only increasing. Hello and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. If you don't know what's going on here, well, I'm certainly not going to tell you. But I am a horror artist and I like to draw what I talk about in these videos. Now, I like anything disturbing, scare effects, true crimes, conspiracies, anything like that. And I like to draw, so I take inspiration from what I talk about in the videos and I draw something from that. And hopefully bring you a unique experience. Now, if you want to support me, you can head across to Redbubble. I've got my prints on there. And I have an Etsy store where I make felt toy patterns, so you can download a pattern, make a felt toy, and I have horror movie characters on there. I've got my own designs, and I have also created a coloring in book, a disturbing horror coloring in book, so you can check that down in the description below. That is from Amazon. It's fully self-published. Now, with that being said, let's get on with the video and let's get on with the drawing. Some people are waking up in the mornings with a sense that something isn't right, that something is off in their world. They might even get up, go to the kitchen and look at their white kettle and think, wasn't it black yesterday? TikTok and other social media platforms have endless videos of people sharing their unsettling feelings that something is off. They are walking around in life and things are just not the same as they were the day before. Is this an actual phenomenon happening, or is it just a case of the human brain distorting things in a turbulent world? Let's delve in and have a look at this phenomenon that is happening right now. The feeling of waking up on the wrong timeline has increased in the last few years and has become a common experience that people are going through. It's not something that can be diagnosed if you go to the doctor. It's just a feeling that you get that has been deeply unsettling people. So what could be causing this? Let's have a look at some of the possibilities and/or theories of this phenomenon. We are living in a multiverse with endless parallel universes and timelines existing at the same time. Someone could have multiple outcomes to one choice, and this could create a split and branch off onto another timeline where things are slightly different to the one that they were on. This could be triggered by sleep, as it's said that our souls leave our bodies and go elsewhere when we sleep. Maybe the soul might get confused on which timeline it's on and go to the wrong one, or it is drawn to a certain one for the better. The consciousness shift that is happening right now due to the age of Aquarius and humanity rising into a 5D consciousness. Check out my video on the ascension theory that I did. People could be feeling like they are on the wrong timeline because they are waking up and their thought process isn't the same anymore, which puts them into a state of thinking that something is off. It kinda is, but it's the shift in their spiritual awareness that has changed. Now, I have been experiencing this myself, where I have changed and I don't see things the same around me anymore, such as food, routines, and other stuff that helps me live my life. In some theories, because you are waking up, you have actually merged across to the timeline that matches your vibration now, hence why everything feels different. It will be a gradual change, not a complete bone-shifting one, because it's happening slowly as you open up and awake in the different stages. Mandela effects are out of control right now because of the spiritual awakening of people. This collective false memory of specific facts and events has been explained as a timeline shift because of how many people are going through it. It's not just one, it's multiple people that experience the same Mandela effect. It's explained by suggesting that people have risen up and changed timelines and are remembering things from their old timeline. It's a subtle change, but enough for a lot of people to remember. People are shedding the old illusions from the Matrix and are seeing through it all now. We have worked out what is going on and don't want to be a part of it anymore, hence why people may feel like they have jumped timelines because nothing makes sense around them anymore. Because of the collective consciousness evolving, they are disconnecting from the lower frequency and from societal structures that no longer align with them. This creates an out of sync state. People could be going through a phase called dark night of the soul. This is a dark period for someone to go through, which causes confusion, disillusionment, and a feeling of loss of meaning of life. The old ways of thinking have gone, but the new one isn't fully overlaid yet on top of you, so to speak. You are now in like a limbo land. Because of all the awakening going on, you could become more sensitive to energies, and if you are shedding old energy and feeling a new one, this could cause you to feel like you are on the wrong timeline. You have strayed from your life's path, and your soul is trying to nudge you back onto your real purpose. Spirit guides or even your higher self could be trying to realign you to what you are meant to be doing. It can be your soul's way of preparing you for the new phase of life that is coming. Transitioning from the old reality into a new one can come with an adjustment period, and this can make you feel like you are walking in another timeline or vice versa. You could be rising up, but not changing over yet, which causes you to feel off in the old timeline. You could be experiencing old karmic patterns or lessons that you are looping in. Once again, this can all be tied into the video I did on the Ascension Theory, which is something that is happening and can explain what is going on with people right now. The belief structures are crumbling all around us. People are questioning reality now more than ever, and hidden knowledge is leaking out all over the place, and people are sharing it so that others can learn about it and pass it on. The cracks are getting harder to cover up. The company supporting my channel today is Down to Ground. They make grounding mats for sleeping and standing on, grounding sheets, pillowcases, and much more. If you are a shit sleeper, suffer from pain and inflammation in your body, and also get up several times a night to pee, then this product might be for you. These grounding tools can reduce anxiety, depression, and stress, heal wounds faster, improve blood flow and blood pressure, and rejuvenates your body to give you a more youthful appearance with improvements to your skin as the electrons act like an antioxidant. Also for us females, it can reduce PMS pain in just 6 weeks of using the mats. Gotta love that. If this sounds like something that you might be interested in, head over to downtoground.co using the links below. You will get 10% off your entire order. And if you are not happy with it, you can send it back for a full refund. Also, you get a free socket tester to make sure that your home is properly grounded for your mat to work, as it connects to the electrical socket but does not use electricity. Just the grounding port, so you will not get electrocuted if it gets wet. It's natural, safe, and replicates the ions from the ground outside, which your body absorbs when you walk around barefoot. Enough about that, let's get back into the video. People who are not awake are having a hard time with the truth and are losing their shit. You would see it all over the news with protests and other events. People who are awake navigate the conscious shift fine, but the others are having trouble because they are learning that the systems they once trusted are not trustworthy anymore, which is sending them off the rails. People are experiencing different timeline shifts in their reality, such as people realizing that family members have different colored eyes. A woman on TikTok named Lauren Ann talks about her grandmother having the clearest blue eyes, and one day she visited her and they went out to Wendy's. She discovered that her grandmother had brown eyes. She asked her mother when she got home about it, and her mother said, "No, your grandmother has brown eyes." But a few days later, she visited her grandmother again, and she had blue eyes again. Now let's delve into another story that sounds like that something has happened and she has shifted onto another timeline. The case of Lorena Garcia Gordon is one of the most compelling cases of shifting timelines. On the 16th of July 2008, 41-year-old Spain resident Lorena woke up one day with the feeling that something was off because her bed sheets were a different colour, but she just kept going on with her routine. When she got to work, everything, including her office desk, was in a different layout. On top of that, her department was gone and she was working under a person that she didn't even know. Her partner that she had been dating for many years was nowhere to be found, and she was in a relationship with someone she didn't even know. She then panicked and checked her ID and bank cards, but they were all fine. She decided to go home and contact her doctor for an assessment. She went to a doctor and nothing was found to be wrong with her. She didn't even have any drugs in her system either that could explain the differences she had noticed. Once she got home, she went through everything, bank statements, bills, etc., and everything showed the correct information that she was accustomed to. She jumped online and logged her experience on a forum that went completely viral. She even hired a private investigator to look into her old life and see if the man she had spent 7 years with existed, but they couldn't find him. He didn't exist. Her sister had supposedly had shoulder surgery, but when she asked how she was, she had no idea what she was talking about. Months passed and more inconsistencies kept arising, such as clothes in her drawer she never remembered buying, and things on her PC were no longer on there, such as logs of chat sites and emails. Did Lorena wake up in a parallel universe, or was she suffering from a nervous breakdown or something wrong with her brain? She apparently has no history of mental illness. Once her story got out, many people around the world could relate to her and had similar experiences themselves. Go on a deep dive into the lives of people who swear they have jumped timelines. It will fascinate you, but let me know down in the comment section below if you think that this is a thing, or is the brain just doing some mysterious shit. Now the illustration that I decided to do for this one today, once again, it's not my favorite, but it's just something that popped into my mind when I was thinking of the whole time shift theory and things. Was just like this creepy sort of weird monster with a clock face with just one eye hanging out that's bleeding, and it's come in to change time and change timelines and all that type of stuff. So this was my representation of the whole scenario of what people are experiencing, was just some entity doing it. I'm really disliking my illustrations as of late, and I'm trying to find time to sit down and try and do some tutorials to improve on certain things, but I'm struggling to find time at the moment because I've been so busy at work, and then I've got to come and try and do these illustrations and that, and it's just a full-on period at this point in time. Like, this will eventually slow down, but at the moment it's sort of just doing my head in, and yeah, I'm just struggling to juggle life pretty much. I actually feel as though I drew better many years ago than I am at the moment. It's like I'm sort of regressing a fair bit, and I've just got to work out why I'm regressing, and I just think it's because I'm just not finding the time to do a lot of things, and yeah, I think that's basically all it is. I'm hoping anyway. I don't know, I just don't know what's going on. Maybe I've changed timelines. Yeah. Oh, let's just run with that theory anyway. That's my excuse for not being able to draw real well at the moment. But anyway, that is it from me. Hopefully you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, like, subscribe, dislike it. I couldn't give two shits what you do, because any interaction that you give me goes towards the algorithm for other people to find me. It's a true thing. So if you dislike it, cool. Hopefully you watch whatever is left of this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.